Welcome, everybody. Trainwreck Podcast, episode 63. Week 1 of the NFL season is in the books, and I got one thing to say.
How about them Cowboys?
Dak Prescott is $240 million richer, and the Cowboys are 1-0 after taking care of business against Bill Cosby and the Cleveland Browns. And I'll be honest, I did not see that coming. I mean, our offense, really didn't do that much. Dak did what he had to, basically. Our running game was non-existent. But it was the defense. They had 25 pressures on the Browns, a couple turnovers, and then the big punt return by Cavante Turpin. And now we get to visit the Saints in week 2. And not saying the Saints are a scary team, but they're definitely going to be riding high after what they did to the Panthers.
I mean, let's be real. It's the Panthers.
Yeah. I thought the Patriots were going to be the worst team, and then I saw what the Patriots did to the Bengals, and now I'm like, yeah, no, it's the Panthers.
Did you guys see what Derek Carr did to the cornerback Horn? He was like, I got 3 touchdowns on you. Because he came up and started talking smack. It's a meme out there, and he's like, I got 3 on you.
So I said this in the group chat the other day with you guys. I think Bryce Young might be a bigger bust than Jamarcus Russell. And you guys kind of pushed back on that one. But here's the thing. Bryce Young, I think, has only won 1 game as a starter. Jamarcus Russell won, at least 9, And, the Raiders, it wasn't that far off that they went to Carson Palmer after having Jamarcus Russell, The Panthers, I don't know who the hell is going to be next for them, because I don't know who's going to want to play under David Tepper. At least with the Raiders, Al Davis was still alive, so you kind of had, the thing of playing for a legend. But with the Panthers, I don't know anybody that's going to want to go there as long as he's the owner.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. It'd be funny if they go to Andy Dalton.
Oh, God. That'd just be a way for him to end his career. Just go out sad.
Think about it like this. If you were getting drafted and you heard the Panthers were on the clock and you heard your phone ringing in your pocket, what are you thinking? Oh, no.
Please be the military draft. Please be the military draft. Please be the military draft. That's what I'm thinking.
You're like, oh, God, please hope it's a prank call.
Pull Eli Manning.
No, just be like, new phone, who dis? Hang up. Or if you're one of these 2-sport athletes, be like, fuck it, I'm going to play baseball.
Yeah, that's crazy that they can do that now.
But, all right, what about you guys, the Raiders? What the fuck happened?
Me personally, I think it was our O-line. What do you think, Drew?
I think it's a play call on the offensive coordinator. They just look confused because Gardner Minshew actually looked pretty good. If you look at the stats, he was outballing Justin Herbert.
What about this?
First down. Ball came out of his hand. That is a fumble. And it is scooped up. No. Now it's picked up. Still on his feet is Mack. And Khalil Mack.
That looks like a design play call that just kind of went fucked up.
It was a design for him to throw it out of, basically, it slipped out of his hand.
I think
after that one fumble, I think he still would play pretty good. Not gonna lie. I think the play call was just really fucked up.
I think you guys should go with AOC. And I'm not sure how I feel about Antonio Pierce either.
Yeah, it's one of those things you're dealing with a rookie head coach.
Is he a rookie, though? I mean, he got some experience last year.
He's technically... I mean, yeah. But no, this is gonna be his first full season. But there's gonna be mistakes and there's gonna be a lot of trial and errors. Like I said, I'm not expecting playing playoffs, but I'll probably see maybe an 8-9 season.
I tell you what, the Chargers, I feel way better about them than I was at the beginning of the season. Their running game was really freaking good. J.K. Dobbins ran all over you guys, and I mean that's what Jim Harbaugh's going to want to do is run the ball like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they almost ran for 200 yards.
Yeah, that running game really killed us.
All right, let me pull up the full stats for you guys. So Gardner Minshew, 25-33, 257 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, sacked 4 times for 32 yards. Zamir White averaged 3.4 yards a carry. His longest run was 12 yards. Madison, 5 carries, 19 yards. He did have that really nice touchdown on the check down for Minshew. So Devontae Adams and Brock Bowers had a nice little debut. You know, he got targeted 8 times, caught the ball 6 times. Looks like he's going to be a nice little security blanket, but I don't know, like 1 sack from what should be like the best pass rush in the league, you know?
Yeah.
And that was early on, too. Like, that was at the beginning of the game.
Are you here to dog us, Cody?
Yeah, kind of. My team won, your guys didn't.
This is great.
It's still week one, so don't take everything to a grain of salt.
I'm just preparing you guys because you guys have to play the Ravens next.
Yeah,
we can win that easily.
What?
No.
We can win that easily.
Drew, no. Stop with the delusion.
Easily.
Do not make me set up. Don't make me set up an intervention. We're going out to eat after this. It's going to be an intervention.
I don't know, Cody. Don't be mad when they fucking whoop the fucking Ravens' ass. They go 0-2.
And the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. Okay.
No, that one ain't going to happen.
Whatever. Dak Prescott's got 240 million reasons why to win the Super Bowl now. But, all right, let's get into...
You know what's your biggest blockage right now, Cody? Your damn head coach.
Elliott. Nah, he called a good game yesterday, I thought.
Yeah, well, he's like a, what do you say, like a regular season coach, not a playoff coach.
The guy with the Super Bowl ring?
Yeah, the guy with the Super Bowl ring.
The guy who's been to a couple NFC championships?
Yeah, that guy.
Listen, I think the Raiders are going to do decent this year, and I think the Chargers are going to get what's coming to them when we play them next time. Hopefully.
It'll kind of be, well, that's kind of what happened last year. You guys played them the first time, got your asses whooped, and then you had that 63-21 game on Thursday Night Football.
Because he's going to nip it all in the butt.
When don't you guys play them like the very last game of the season?
Game. Yep.
Damn.
We're going to do them like we did that one year.
That could potentially be a wild card, like, deciding game.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
We're
for the 7th seed.
Field goal. 3 seconds left. Kick a field goal. Make or break. They could come with us if we just go in, give it a tie, or not. Bam. Kick
That's
it right
only if
they're not going.
That's only if Jim Harbaugh goes full Brandon Staley. Because isn't that what happened in that game? Brandon Staley's basically just a fucking idiot.
Yeah, and we ended up just kicking it right in, and they didn't get to go, so they probably hold a grudge.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm fired up. I mean, there was a bunch of good games yesterday, and hell, I wanted to get on here and scream about it and turn this into a little mini first take. Oh, interception, 49ers. Oh, shit, sorry, Zach.
Gonna say that. No, I knew you were going to say that. I already seen it.
Okay. I didn't know if you were still behind me or not.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, we're synced up now. So, yeah, do you guys want to call this a 49ers win?
I already did, but...
By the way, Zach, you picked the Jets to win last week.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was me wanting that to happen.
But, all right, guys, I'll read off our records from this past week. So I went 9-6, Drew went 7-8, and Zach went 10-5. This is not including whatever happens at the end of this game.
So I'll be basically 10-6, probably, realistically.
Yeah. Drew will be 8-8, and I'll be 10-6. Some of the games we got majorly wrong was Cincinnati versus New England. We all got that one wrong. We loaded up on Cincinnati. That didn't happen. But other than that, the games that we all loaded up on, except for the Raiders. We all picked the Raiders. Chargers won. But the other ones where we all loaded up on was Jags versus Miami, which Miami barely pulled that one out. Jacksonville had to implode. And then we all thought Chicago was going to beat Tennessee, and that was another one where it was like, oh, it was looking kind of dicey there for a second, but Chicago pulled it out without scoring a single offensive touchdown.
Yeah. Caleb Williams sucks. I'm saying it here first.
I just don't know what he's thinking, like, spin move, another spin move. Holy shit, I'm 30 yards back from where I'm supposed to be, sack,
Oh shit, my nails.
He said after the game, I don't care about stats. And I don't even know.
Oh, you should start carrying to fucking win.
Yeah.
What was their running game looking like? That was the other thing.
It was bad because freaking DeAndre Swift only got 10 carries for 30 yards. That really made me mad.
And is he on your fantasy team?
Yes, he is.
And here's the thing: his longest run was 20 yards. So you take that out, he had 9 carries for 10 yards.
Rome Odunze, he got hurt. He needs an MRI check.
Yeah, I haven't heard an update about that yet. Jake Ferguson looks like he's going to be week to week. He's got a PCL strain or sprain, whatever it is. But yeah, the Chicago Bears, 22 carries, 84 yards, averaged 3.8 yards a carry. So that was one thing. They could not get their running game going at all, and that didn't help out Caleb Williams. And then it seems like him and Keenan Allen could not get on the same page. Keenan Allen, he caught the ball 4 times, but he was targeted 11. So, Caleb Williams, Keenan Allen, they couldn't get on the same page. And Williams would have had a touchdown if Allen didn't drop it.
To be honest, I really expected the Bears to kind of pop off the amount of weapons they have.
Hey, I still think they're a decent wild card contender, but I feel less confident about it after that game. But then again, their defense, if they're going to play like that every week, it doesn't matter how bad Caleb Williams is going to play if the defense is going to be like that,
Yeah.
The offense, I think, is going to take time to figure out, but if the defense can keep them in games, eventually they'll put the pieces together. But any other games that popped out to you guys that you guys want to talk about? Are you ready to get into week 2?
The Cardinals and Bills game.
Oh, that game was fucking good. Kyler Murray played really freaking good. Josh Allen Josh Allen's the second best quarterback in the league, and it's a pretty good, or it's pretty far between 2 and 3 to me, because Josh Allen, he has that inevitability factor that Mahomes and Brady and Rodgers, those guys have, where it's like, okay, I think Allen can lead this comeback, and they were down 17-3 at one point, and Allen basically ran them back into that game,
Yeah.
2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing.
Mm-hmm.
He was killing.
Did we talk about Baker Mayfield?
Dude,
he killed it.
Dude, he there's one pass. I'll see if I can pull it up for you guys. It is seriously one of the most prettiest throws I've ever seen Baker make.
I'm literally kicking myself right now for not starting Baker Mayfield because I really thought about it.
Who's your quarterback this week?
Brock Purdy.
Oh, I bet you're cursing at Brandon Ayuk.
Oh yeah. I traded bum ass.
He almost caught a touchdown earlier, but it hit his hands.
Oh, he fucking should have, so I could win.
How far down? Oh, I'm up by 2 points. Jake Moody, I love you.
I am down 25 points.
Oh.
So a touchdown.
If I had started really Baker, I would have won easily.
Yeah, because Baker had almost 40 points.
37.66.
Damn.
Dude, he threw a bomb to Mike Evans, dude. A bomb. And it hit him perfectly right over the shoulder as he was getting tackled in the end zone. It was nuts. Maybe not getting tackled. I don't remember exactly. but I'm pretty sure he was getting tackled. I just seen a clip of it. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I mean the Buccaneers, they look good, man. Like if they're gonna play like that every week, I mean, especially with the way Atlanta looked, and I mean New Orleans, I don't think it's that big of a threat. Now, of course, watch them beat the shit out of the Cowboys this week. But if Atlanta's going to continue to look terrible and New Orleans is going to be iffy because they don't have a good head coach and, Derek Carr sucks, the Buccaneers will easily win that division.
Oh, yeah.
They should.
It's going to take me forever to find this play, so I'm not going to pull it up. But, all right, guys, we'll get into Week 2 predictions, and if there's anything else we want to talk about this past week, then we'll get to it when this team plays. All right, Week 2, Game 1, Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. The Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Does Tyreek Hill get arrested before this game?
I'm going to bet the under on that.
Okay. That'd be crazy if he did it 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I bet the under on the 0.5 this week.
So Miami is favored by 1.5, which I think is kind of shocking, actually. I guess it's because it's a home game for them, but I don't see how Buffalo's not favored.
Should be after Josh Allen's performance, but I would think at least 3.5 to 3 Buffalo, not 1.5 Miami.
So I'm going to pick Buffalo to win. I think this is Josh Allen's year to win MVP. Not win the Super Bowl or the AFC Championship because he's not going to get past the Chiefs, but I think Josh Allen has a really good shot at winning MVP. My prediction last week was Dak Prescott, but Josh Allen can do it too. Well, now my prediction's completely gone out the window for Dak Prescott because now he's got a new contract. I said he was going to win MVP just to say fuck you to Jerry, basically. So that prediction went way out the window.
So my pick is actually going to be Miami.
Okay.
I think the Buffalo defense can't catch up with the Miami speed. And I think that's what's going to, the tone setter for that game. Miami speed.
Yeah, the Bills do struggle at safety.
I'm going with the Bills on this one. I think Josh Allen throws a little better to his receivers than he did. I think he ran it a lot, I think he threw, good. Don't get me wrong. He didn't throw bad, but I just think he can connect with more receivers next week than having to run the ball as much as he did.
Well, with Miami, they have a decent quarterback duo. With Jalen Ramsey, I forgot the other one is.
They do. I'm not saying that he's going to definitely do it or anything. I just think that that's what he needs to be able to do because him having to run the football, make rushing touchdowns, get contact, that's not good when there's 18 weeks, for him anyway and his team. I think if you want to, with a guy like him, how good he is, you want to wait to have to use all that until later on in the season.
Yeah,
Josh Allen had 9 carries for 39 yards, 2 touchdowns. And, James Cook didn't have a bad game. It was just they kind of got away from him once they started getting down,
Right.
Because, James Cook had 19 carries, 71 yards, along with 3 catches for 32 yards. And that's one key to success I think Buffalo needs is James Cook because he had a really good year last year. And I think he's going to be a key contributor while, they start working through this new receiving core.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mac Hollins, Shakir, Curtis Samuel, he didn't do anything. So.
Dude, Shakir didn't do anything in the first half, and I was like, why the hell did I draft this dude? Then he got a touchdown in the second half, and I was like, okay. All right. Then kicking off the Sunday slate, Cowboys fans, you get 2 weeks in a row of Tom Brady. What do you guys think of Tom Brady as the broadcaster?
I did not watch
didn't watch
anything.
it?
Yeah, I did not.
So I saw a lot of people.
Clips.
I saw a lot of people shitting on Brady as an announcer. And the thing I'll say is, it was game number 1 for him. I know he stuttered and stuff. Dude, doing commentary is a hard gig, you know. And especially, it's like, okay, break this play down, and you got 40 seconds until the new one. So try to get as much in as you can, you know. And I know Brady's probably practiced a lot over the summer, like trying to perfect that. He'll get better as the year goes on, you know. Like,
yeah.
And like the other thing that people are saying, like, oh, Brady's voice doesn't fit, and it's like, where are these people over the last 20 years? Have you guys never heard Tom Brady talk before? Like, I think you should know what Tom Brady sounds like, you know?
Yeah, like I liked where he was trying to like get inside. Like he'll give you the perspective of a quarterback's mind of a play and all that stuff. I like how he's doing that for everybody and like helping understand that point of view of the game and stuff. You know, for people who don't really understand or know how, like, has never been a quarterback or anything like that. You know, they're just he's bringing a different perspective to the game.
A lot of people just hate on announcers, and I think it's because when your team starts to suck and you hear the announcers start talking about how much your team sucks, it pisses you off, you know? But it's kind of like, that's kind of what they're supposed to do. Like,
yeah, and it's kind of like us. It's like a 50-50 thing. Like, we say week to week who we think's going to win, and they don't always win, you know? And then sometimes people are like, they're so stupid for thinking that. Like, you know, it's just a
Chargers
week-to-week
fans
thing. Yeah.
Dude, imagine being like a Browns fan and like one announcer's like, "Oh, Deshaun Watson just got another lawsuit,"
which he did today.
He got one.
That's why I mentioned it.
Excuse me. Yeah, I put it in the group chat earlier. I'll read it off for the audience. Yeah, Deshaun Watson has been sued again. This latest case arising from an alleged incident in October 2020, accusing him of sexual assault and battery while on a date. But, all right, back to predictions. Cowboys versus New Orleans. I'm going to do something I've never done. I'm picking the Cowboys to win. With that defense against Derek Carr, I like my chances a lot. And,
you remember this last year, right? When you did this,
I didn't predict Cowboys games last year.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
This could be a curse for you, bro.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, the Browns were going to beat the shit out of it. So we'll test the curse. It's early in the season. You want to do this early in the season when the games don't matter as much. So yeah, what's up, Kodak? Who's your pick?
He doesn't know.
But yeah, I'm going to pick the Cowboys. I think Dak Prescott will have a better game. Not saying he played bad against the Browns. Like I said, he didn't have to do much. But yeah, I think the Cowboys, they'll be in a good spot. I tell you what, Luke Schoonmaker, the backup tight end, he's going to have to step up, though, because last year he did not have a good year. And with Jake Ferguson probably going to be out this week, he's going to have to step up because Dak needs that security blanket.
Yeah. I think Dallas is going to win. I think that New Orleans, like Church Thomas, is a fluke.
Zach, pick New Orleans.
Oh, I can't do that, man. I'm trying to get that record all up, man.
Oh, shit. All three of us.
It's a curse.
I know, and I'm actually going to get to watch. I'm actually going to get to watch this game too because I'm off work on Sunday. So if this is one of the few games I'll get to watch start to finish because I won't be working and we lose, you guys are going to see a breakdown on the podcast.
We won't have to wait that long. We'll see it on one of your posts. You'll just make one live or something.
I'll go live after it, like I did. What game did I go? Oh, after the Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be like that, but it'd probably be worse actually, because at least the Packers were a good team. All right, Tampa Bay taking on Detroit. This is a rematch of the divisional round, right? So it looks like Detroit's just going through all their playoff opponents. Do they play the 49ers in week 3? This should be a pretty good game, though. Detroit barely pulled it out against the Rams. It had to go to overtime, and at that point, the Rams were just beat to shit, and they just ran it down their throat. That's the good thing about like the Lions having that 1-2 combo with Montgomery and Gibbs. It's like one gets tired, just pull them out, put the other one in. But looking at this game against Tampa, even though I do like Tampa a lot and they looked really good against Washington, I think Detroit's going to win.
This is such a tough game to call.
It's in Detroit, if that makes a difference.
Yeah. I mean, Detroit's weakness is like their DBs. I'm going with Tampa. I'm going to ride that Tampa high right now.
I love Baker Mayfield, but I'm going with the Lions, Motor City, because let me tell you, man, I was really on Jameson Williams' high horse last year, and this year, last year he didn't do nothing, but this year, he started off hot. So
yeah,
can't wait
he
to see what he can do. Montgomery and Gibbs, like you were saying, both dogs. Oh my goodness, they cannot be stopped. They're literal animals.
And now they got a clear path to win the division with Jordan Love being hurt. Let's get into that game. Indianapolis at Green Bay. Jordan Love is for sure going to miss this game, and he might miss the next couple. And Malik Willis, I don't know if you guys have ever watched him play. He might be the worst quarterback I've ever seen. And if he's starting for the Green Bay Packers, they ain't going to win shit. So, yeah, I'm going with Indy.
Yeah, I'm going Indy as well.
Yeah, give me them Colts because that Anthony Richardson, man, he's a dog. Jonathan Taylor, he looked nice. But Anthony Richardson, man, don't get me wrong. He overthrew Adonai Mitchell a couple times for touchdown passes automatically. But I think they're both young, though. As they play together, their connection will get better. But I think he could be just as good as Xavier Worthy. And as good as he just did, I think he could be just as good because they played on the same team in college, the Texas Longhorns. They're both stars on that team, so similar gameplay.
The thing with Richardson, he just needs to stop going for the home run, he went 9 for 19 in this game, and, he had those 2 big bombs. Yeah. But he just needs to take what the defense gives him.
And he runs right into him.
So Malik Willis, the starting quarterback for the Packers this week, he started 3 games. He has a completion percentage of 51%. He's thrown no touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and has lost 2 fumbles. He sucks.
And wasn't that all with the Titans?
Yeah.
And they got rid of him? Yeah.
Then next up, the New York Jets taking on the Tennessee Titans, as we just mentioned the Titans. Jets, I'd like to think they look better against a weaker opponent because, the 49ers are either 1 or 2 for best team in the NFL, So, this loss really doesn't hurt the Jets to me, even though I hate Aaron Rodgers. So I'd like to think that they'll look better against the Tennessee Titans, and I'll pick them to win. But if the Titans come to play like in the first half against the Bears, they're definitely going to be a tough team. And the thing that got the Titans was the meltdown, Will Levis in that second half was horrible.
Did you see that play? Oh, you didn't see the play. You recorded the Gardner Minshew one, but you can't pull up the Will Levis one? Come on, that one was way worse.
The Titans aren't your guys' favorite team.
I can't wait until the Cowboys do something terrible.
Hey, the best podcasts are when the Cowboys lose and the Chiefs win, like I always say.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, I'm just in the business of trying to make this podcast the biggest thing out there.
So you want the Cowboys to lose and the Chiefs to win?
Hey, I want the Cowboys to do really good, that I just become supremely insufferable. I'll be like Scooter Magruder.
But this gonna be Will Levis versus Robert Saleh, and Robert Saleh's a really good coordinator. We're so questioning about the head coaching part. Yeah, I'm going with New York, but still fucking Rodgers. Zach, that's Zach. You realize what 2 days is, right?
You said what?
You realize what 2 days is, right? Today's the night.
Never forget.
Never
It
forget.
wasn't a plane. I'm talking about a jet, bro.
Hey, what does jet fuel melt?
Not a building.
Oh,
That was the plan.
It was an inside job.
Yeah, they bombed it. Ain't no way it goes.
All right, next game. 49ers taking on the Vikings. 49ers.
49ers. Sorry, Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor, the Vikings suck. No, I'm just kidding. They did pretty good, and I didn't think they were going to. But I still got the 49ers. Sorry, Trev.
Yeah, I don't like I don't like Sam Darnold against that 49ers defense.
Hey, to be fair, he actually played pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
It was the Giants, though.
So who cares?
He wasn't seeing ghosts in that game.
Oh boy, who got shot is on the TV.
Yeah, I saw. Did you guys see the video of that dude? Like after he got shot and he was walking to the ambulance and he just like had his shirt over his chest.
No, I didn't see none of that.
I'll send it to you after we're done recording.
All right, bet.
Rematch of Super Bowl 49 and how far these two teams have fallen since then. Seattle Seahawks taking on the New England Patriots. You know what? New England definitely is piquing my curiosity. I still think Seattle's going to win just because I think Seattle's the better team. But I don't think New England's going to suck as much as I thought they were going to. I think Gerard Mayer actually might be a decent head coach. Because it feels like Bill Belichick's been training him for this role for the last couple of years. And it seems like the players love him. You know, you saw them giving him the Gatorade bath after they won.
Yeah.
But I still think the only thing that's kind of also like making me second guess this is Seattle's having to fly all the way across the country to New England, and I don't know. I still feel like the safe bet is Seattle.
You know what? I'm going with the Patriots. I think the Seahawks are going to be pretty bad this year.
I definitely think they're going to make the playoffs or miss the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to be bad.
I don't know. They play a really tough division.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad because I think it's because of the division, in my opinion. I don't think they're really that bad of a team. It's just a really tough division.
And Zach, you said you were going with the Seahawks?
Yeah, I just believe I lost his name, the running back.
Penny? No, he retired.
Walker?
Who the fuck is the running back?
I forgot his name. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Walker?
Yes.
Speaking of...
Didn't you just say that? Or what did you say?
I said Kenneth Walker.
Okay, yeah, it's Walker. Sorry. I think he's
What about Geno
really
Smith
good.
turning on the Jets? Did you guys see that play? He ran like for a 34-yard touchdown.
Mm-hmm. He's a mobile guy, man. He can do whatever.
I mean, he's getting up there in age, and I mean, he's still like moved pretty good. Like I was shocked when I saw that run. Because I I basically had to listen to Red Zone at work, so I didn't get to see too much of it, but I watched all the highlights when I got home. And yeah, I saw that Geno Smith run, and I was like, holy shit, that looked like fucking Justin Fields. This week's Tank Bowl is the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. I'm going Washington. I will tell you what, Jaden Daniels, he looked good against Tampa, but the dude's gotta not have this run first mentality because that's not going to work in the NFL. Like, there's plenty of times where it's like, okay, I'm looking for this first read. Okay, he's not open. Take off and run, you know? And I feel like he'll get a chance to work on that against the Giants. And Washington's actually favored in this game, which is probably going to be the only time they're favored this year, except when they play the Giants again. But yeah, I'm going Commanders, which is a rarity on this show that I will pick them to win.
Yeah, I'm going Commanders as well.
Well, hopefully I don't jinx it because I'm going Commanders too. I think that Jaden Daniels, he's got to just sit in that pocket a little longer and just throw that football, and I think he can, really, really, really get it. I thought Drew was laughing at me because I said stay in that pocket.
No, I was yawning.
Yeah, I know. I realized that afterwards. I was like, oh, okay.
They got to get Scary Terry involved though, because he was a non-factor in that game. Chargers versus Panthers. We'll say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Chargers.
Panthers.
Oh, what?
I thought we were going. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers as well.
Drew, you're going Chargers as well.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Chargers. I don't want to talk about this game because the Panthers suck, and Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack are going to have a field day.
Yeah, they're going to love that. They're going to have dinner right after.
Eat this shit up.
The Cleveland Cosbys taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars had a freaking meltdown against the Dolphins, but their offense, I like Brian Thomas. I think he's actually going to be a really good player, and their running game was good. They just, when winning time came around, they took the first exit, and let the Dolphins back in that game. So I'm looking at Jacksonville, and I think Cleveland might actually pull this one out.
Yeah, I think Cleveland's defense is going to win the game. I'm going to go with Cleveland.
Y'all both went with Cleveland?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Duval! And as we mentioned earlier, Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Drew, you said you're picking the Raiders.
Damn right.
I'm rolling with the Ravens.
Right. Gardner Minshew for MVP.
Zach, give your prediction, and then I have a question for both of y'all.
All right. For stat-wise, I'm going with the Ravens because that's probably what's going to happen. But in my heart, I always go with the Raiders. For sure. But what is your question?
If by some miracle that you guys beat the Ravens, in Baltimore, mind you, what is going to be the key to victory?
It's going to be if Gardner Minshew gets the wide receivers going. Because our run game is going to be shit because, it's Baltimore's defense. But if somehow we can get the wide receivers going and defense could tame Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, we'll be A-okay.
I think if our line can really hold together for a good at least 5 seconds for Minshew to just look and see what he's got, I think.
Hey, 5 seconds is a long time.
I know. Hey, that's all. I mean, shoot, he was maybe getting 2 when they were there. We need at least double, at least 4. But ideally, 5.
what about your guys' run defense? Because you guys just gave up 130 yards to J.K. Dobbins, and now you got to go against Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
I know Michael Kuntz and Tyree Wilson was injured that game.
Yeah,
I know. I think we're getting one of them back, so it might be a little bit better. But Christian Wilkins needs to step up for sure.
I think Max Crosby and is his name Wilkins or Wilkins?
Yeah, Christian Wilkins.
Wilkins needs to get in there and start doing some stuff. Like, we need to just get it together on that D line. Like, I don't think we were like terrible because I think our defense did pretty good, but the line needs to step it up a little bit. It can't just.
Who's going to play?
In our offense, if we could just stop them on our line, we can get the ball thrown. Because Gardner Minshew, he did throw a pick, but dude, he threw the ball really well.
Who's going to be the spy on Jackson?
Spillane. It's either Spillane or Diablo. Probably Diablo because he's a bit faster.
Somebody. Or that we're going to have to run.
They'll probably keep Spillane on. They'll probably keep Spillane on Andrews and Diablo on Lamar.
Probably have Crosby out wide and then somebody else out wide and just try to contain them.
They'll probably have Crosby on the right side because the right side of the Baltimore's line is kind of weaker.
Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Even though the Rams lost to the Lions, they hung in there. They played a really good game, and the Cardinals, they looked really good against the Bills. I'm actually kind of looking forward to this game. It could be one of the games of the week. So I'm looking at this, and I think the Rams will pull it out, but it won't shock me if the Cardinals win.
Ooh, this is a tough game to call now.
It's gonna be a good
one. I was
one.
expecting Arizona really do that well. But I know Puka got hurt game 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna be out for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it really sucks for me.
Cup stepped up in a big way.
But I'm still going with Los Angeles. I think Cooper Kupp is just too much big of a factor.
You know who I'm going with? I'm going with my boy from OU, boy. Run, little man, run.
You see those memes all the time about Kyler Murray running like a toddler to just cut something he wasn't supposed to. And seeing him running away from Von Miller really made that meme come true. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Denver Broncos. Looks like Russell Wilson. You know Russell Wilson's not going to want to miss this game. So I imagine he will be back. But Pittsburgh's offense, maybe it'll look different having Russell Wilson in there and not Justin Fields because Russell Wilson's a better passer. But they won the game by kicking 6 field goals. You know, they didn't score a touchdown at all.
So, since Denver lost to Seattle and Pittsburgh starts Russell Wilson and they beat Denver, you know what channel I'm going to YouTube.
It'll be new worst game ever. He's up to 24 now?
I think so.
Yeah. So let's be 25. Yeah, this has to be the game that is 25. The milestone game, it has to be this one because he will go fully crazy. It'll be worse than that Dolphins game.
I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Did you watch this week's?
I did. It was really good.
Oh, honestly, I didn't give my prediction. I think Denver's going to win.
Really? Because you think Zach Wilson's going in instead of Bo Nix?
Nah, Bo really didn't play that bad. I know he had the 2 interceptions. Yeah, I know he had the 2 interceptions, but he really didn't play that bad. He did not have a running game at all. He was their leading rusher, and he had 35 yards.
Yeah, it's a rookie with no running game, so it's a recipe for disaster.
That's who I'm going with. That steel curtain, baby. Never
I do
had
that
a
at 12 in the
losing
morning.
season. Wow. Wake up.
Should I already write you guys down for the Bengals?
No. Joe
No.
Burrow sucks. I can't believe him. He failed.
So Kansas City's coming off a well-rested week, since they played on Thursday. And Cincinnati fucking sucks at the beginning of the year. It happens every season. The early parts of the year, they suck. That year they went to the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure they started 0-2. The year after the Super Bowl, they started 0-2. Last year on the opener, I think Burrow threw like 5 interceptions against Pittsburgh. I don't know what it is about these first couple of weeks of the season with the Bengals, but they fucking suck. And yeah, Kansas City is going to win this game.
Hates me to say this, but I think it's going to be Kansas City.
So all three of you guys are going with the clean sweep. You guys are just trying to pull the reverse jinx. All three of us pick Kansas City.
Shut up, Cody. Don't jinx my jinx.
I'm going with Kansas City too, man.
I see what you guys are up to.
No.
Slim Shady versus Kermit the Frog.
Did you guys see that meme about Tyreek Hill where they said the 911 caller sounded like Kermit the Frog, and it was like a big thing of Mahomes like calling 911. It was pretty funny. All right. So before the season, this probably sounded like a great game. Houston Texans taking on the Chicago Bears, last year's Rookie of the Year versus the perennial favorite for Rookie of the Year this year, and Caleb Williams. After seeing Chicago play last week, yeah, I'm not excited about this being the Sunday Night Football game. Give me Houston by a lot. Even though I do like Chicago's defense a lot, I just don't think they can hold out, especially against this high-powered Texans offense. Because Joe Mixon looked really good. Nico Collins had a good game. Stephon Diggs, he had the 2 touchdowns, but he still had under 30 yards, The one thing I think the Texans need to do is try to get Tank Dell involved.
They need to. And Chicago, they should have a better opportunity to get the running game going. You get that, Chicago, get the running game going. I need that for my fantasy. But I'm going Houston. It's a no-brainer. Houston.
Oh yeah. I'm going Houston as well. Chicago sucks. Sucks bad, and they probably won't have a running game. Caleb Williams, I'm calling it here. He's getting hurt this year. All because he wants to run around too much and he's like, oh my gosh, I don't care about stats. My ankle's broke.
It'll be like that thing on TikTok you see where the guy bumps in the door and he doesn't say anything. Then the other guy bumps in the door and goes, ah, fuck. Then the third guy bumps in and goes, Daddy, my pussy! Ah! That's Caleb Williams. And then this last game, pretty easy to predict, especially after seeing how bad the fucking Falcons were. Yeah, as much as it pains me to say, caw, caw, fly, Eagles, fly.
I like that, Cody. I like that.
Hey, if I didn't have 2 margaritas before this stream, I would have not said that.
I like that.
Give me 3 margaritas to throw some ass.
By the way, Drew, you're driving to Buffalo Wild Wings.
I already figured. I already got my keys ready. I'm going Philly. It's an easy game to call. Watch him lose.
Oh, yeah. I'm going with the Eagles, boy. And that boy just ran it down the field, didn't he? Far.
It touched the ground.
That was the 4th down right there, but I'm talking about the running back for the 49ers. He ran it far. Why is it showing this stuff?
I don't know, but it looks like I'm going to win this week's fantasy matchup because Jake Moody has kicked 5 field goals and 3 extra points. Or 2 extra points, excuse me. 5 field goals, 2 extra points. So He's pulled me into the lead. I am up 123 to 115. I was down before this game started, and I was not feeling confident. But guys, that's our week 2 NFL predictions. I said that these predictions are actually a great way to just fill out the show. And this episode will probably be out on Wednesday just because I have to work tomorrow. I'm usually off on Tuesday, so that gives me all day to edit. But I have to work tomorrow because people that make my schedule fucking suck.
Rip.
One thing I did want to mention at the beginning of the show that I forgot about till just now. James Earl Jones died today at the age of 93. Voice of Darth Vader, voice of a lot of iconic roles, in The Lion King, Field of Dreams, Sandlot, a lot of great shit. James Earl Jones was one of my favorite people on this planet, and I'm extremely sad that he died, but it was also, the dude was 93, he lived a good life. And the most iconic voice, I think, ever. It's like, you have Morgan Freeman, who has a cool voice, you got the dudes who do like the Planet Earth documentaries. They all have cool voices, but none of them compare to Darth Vader,
Yeah.
So I wanted to touch on that just because it's, I was at work and I was just like, fuck. Yeah. But like I said, dude was also 93, so you can't say like it was unexpected,
Right.
Yeah. But all right, I just brought the mood down for the end of the show. Glad I did this at the end and not the beginning, because now we're going to be like, fuck, we got to do predictions now. I'm depressed. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
There's only one thing that we can hurry up and just talk about real fast. Have y'all seen the Super Bowl, the red and the green thing for New Orleans?
Zach, that didn't come true last year.
I know it didn't come true, but it almost did, and it can almost this year. So it's got to be Kansas City or the 49ers. Definitely. That's the red team for sure. And it could just be a random team after that, but they at least call one team every year. It's got to be Kansas City or the 49ers.
This is some goddamn liberal conspiracy.
So who on the AFC wears green?
Huh?
So, like, say it's the 49ers, who would be the green?
It's probably not going to be a green team. It's probably just going to be one of the colors of, like last year it was supposed to be the Baltimore Ravens, but they barely lost. And then they were only correct on one, so it's probably only going to be on one.
There's technically one.
Huh?
Duval, baby, Duval.
Oh, God, no. I don't want to see
that Super Bowl.
I don't want to see the Khan family happy.
But the green's not like any green that anybody in the NFL wears. So.
As long as it's not the
even worse for Cody, the Jets.
Oh, please, God, don't let that happen. I just realized all the teams I hate wear green. The Jets, the Packers, the Eagles. And meanwhile, all our school colors were green.
I know, man.
Yeah. Except when we played football, then they had freaking black jerseys because they were trying to kill us. Hey, guys, go play on 90-degree weather in black jerseys. Have fun. They were just trying to do population control before it was cool.
For real.
But, all right, guys, that's this week's podcast. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Go Cowboys.
We'll cook up.
Guard mission for MVP.